This morning on The Dish, Chef Michael White has been called a pasta titan and the patron saint of primi, defining modern Italian cuisine across the country. His accolades span decades and include James Beard Awards, 6 simultaneous Michelin stars, and multiple New York Times 3- and 4-star reviews. Now he's back on the New York dining scene with his new restaurant, Santi. Nancy Chen visited this pasta powerhouse, attracting fans both old and new.
Very nice to meet you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, sir. We'll take good care of you, okay?
At Santi, owner and chef Michael White
Veal and black bass, all table share.
is at the top of his game. In the kitchen, his team churns out crudos, pastas, mains, and more. Dishes nothing short of divine.
The name Santi comes from one of my mentors, Mr. Marini at San Domenico. And years ago, he would come into the kitchen and I would get a spoon for him. He said, no, you please give it with me with your hands.
No utensils.
No utensils. And I was like, he said, the hands of a chef are sainted.
This restaurant has been 2.5 years in the making.
You're just getting started. I haven't done much, all right?
White crafted the menu and the space, striking a unique balance.
There's no tablecloths here, and lots of the aspects of what we would call the alta cucina or coming into a fancy restaurant. I wanted to have all those ingredients, and you see the different types of plates, but at the same time, a relaxed atmosphere so that one could come here in jeans and have truffles.
Blue jeans and truffles.
Blue jeans and truffles, that's really what we wanted to do.
Santi is something of a homecoming. This space once housed Alto, the restaurant that earned White 2 Michelin stars and a James Beard Award.
Is there something symbolic about being back?
Absolutely. I definitely don't take it for granted. There are people that used to work here at Alto with me.
Can I have a scale, please?
That are now in the new facility here. So it's very important to them, the team. Perfection is impossible. We're trying on a daily basis to come as close as we possibly can.
That pursuit of perfection is visible on each and every plate, starting with the seafood crudités like the gamberi rossi, Montauk red prawns, and caviar.
I've heard of this as an ode to the ocean. Is that a good way to describe it?
You know, taking a little caviar is seasoning the shrimp as well. You taste a little bit of pistachio oil.
Yes. It's a little creamy, too.
And that's a little bit of the crema that we put on top. But all those things together are very smooth.
Another favorite, the marinated sardines with ricotta and cara orange on sourdough crisps.
It's all part of the U word, the umami.
His understanding of flavors began early in Beloit, Wisconsin, where he grew up in a Norwegian-American family.
You know, we were having liver sausage and butter and cheese, and in the wintertime, my father was baking bread. My father's a banker, but he is passionate about cooking, and to this day still loves to cook.
White shared that love of cooking, but in high school and college, his focus was football until he was sidelined by a knee injury.
Welcome to Great Chefs of the West.
The Great Chefs of Chicago, Great Chefs of the West, a show that was on public television, and it's something I was watching as I was recovering. And I said, you know, I'm never going to be a professional football player, right? And I always loved cooking, and I was very close to Chicago. I decided to enroll in culinary school and get a job and go for it.
He went on to work at Spiaggia, an upscale Italian restaurant in Chicago, then made a life-changing trip to Italy.
This was meant to be a short trip to Italy.
A short trip. When I got to Italy, it was just a full, total immersion into the cooking, the lifestyle. But being in Italy is something that was very transformative, for sure.
7 years later, he returned to Chicago and after went to New York, helming a series of award-winning restaurants.
Did it seem like at a certain point that just the Michelin stars just kept on coming?
We were a total of 6 Michelin stars. At one time, a lot of stress, but that's good stress, good vibes.
In recent years, he's opened restaurants in Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, and Miami Beach under B. Bianco Hospitality. Santi is the culmination of that experience, what he calls the Duomo of Italian cooking in Midtown Manhattan.
One of the great things is that when people come back from traveling in Italy, and they'll say, you know, chef, I had this pasta in Italy, and it's even better here.
The pasta comes together in an unexpected place.
We're going to the pasta room.
We're going to the pasta room right now.
By way of a little walk outside.
The loading dock.
Here, the brains of the operation tucked away in the pasta room.
It smells so good in here.
So we're making tortellini. You can see them all lined up here. And this is the filling that we talked about. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this edge to this edge and make a little hat. And then what we do is we're gonna close these and then we're gonna drop it down.
And ta-da!
Afterwards, we sat down for a taste.
This is brown butter and butternut squash.
First, the fazzoletti with ricotta and butternut squash.
This is delicious. I love how it's sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory. And there's some little pepitas, which is the crispiness.
Next, hand-rolled buziati with trumpet mushrooms, leeks, and black truffles. And a crowd favorite, tortellini stuffed with mortadella, prosciutto, and parmesan.
This feels so homey. For being in the middle of where we are. It is so homey.
And that's really, the homeness and the La Casalinga beat inside of Santi was really wanting to transport you into a home.
Veal chops, okay.
Next, vitello, a pan-roasted veal chop, and the costata, a grilled ribeye.
Because we just take the center out of this one.
The very best part.
The very best part.
Served alongside a potato tortino.
There's a lot of flavor packed into that.
You taste the truffle and the cheese in between the layers.
It tricks you because you think, oh, it's fried potato. No, this is.
There's a lot going on there.
For dessert, a tartelette topped with pistachio gelato.
So we grind pistachios downstairs. You can put 20% sugar, 30% sugar. So we're actually making our own butter, if you will, hazelnut chocolate butter.
And lastly, a golden martini served alongside a fried olive topped with caviar.
This sounds so decadent. A fried olive with caviar on top.
Bottoms up, kiddo.
A fitting end to a meal with a culinary titan who isn't anywhere near finished making his mark.
Well, cheers to that,
Cheers.
chef.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have no doubt that Nancy enjoyed that.
I know. Thrilled. And you know what? How do you top 6 Michelin stars?
I don't know, but the Duomo of Italian cooking in Midtown Manhattan, we are sold.
It's homey.